Is the disappearance that's remained a mystery for more than 40 years. Cynthia Anderson went to work and then vanished, leaving her office as if she was simply stepping away.
She never returned, and police are still piecing together the puzzle with the hopes of finding answers. Here's this week's Case Files. August 4th, 1981. 20-year-old Cynthia Anderson went to work. She was a secretary for a law office in Toledo. That morning, she went into the office in the Manhattan Plaza. Multiple witnesses reported seeing her inside that morning, but then things take a turn.
They were able to talk to the mailman who said that he arrived there sometime between 10 and 10:15. The door was locked. He just stuck the mail in the door handle, which was something he normally didn't do, but there was no answer.
Around noon, an attorney returned from court and found the office locked and Cynthia gone.
They go in and Miss Anderson is not there. Her car's there, the air conditioner's on, everything looks like it should. There's nothing disturbed. One of the attorney's desks had been cleaned and straightened up as she would usually do. They initially thought that perhaps she had gone to lunch.
Cynthia never returned. A missing persons report was filed, but there was no indication of a struggle, and her car was left behind in the parking lot.
By all accounts, it was like a typical day. She would arrive, straighten up the desks. She would make a money drop, but she hadn't done that yet. There was no money missing. There was a small room that had a table in it that she would sit and maybe do makeup or something. There was some nail polish in there, like she had maybe thought about doing something, but nothing was disturbed at all.
It was as if Cynthia walked away.
She's a very special daughter. We're a very close-knit family.
Years went by, and police say they have reason to believe something bad happened.
How confident are you to say that you think she's not alive anymore?
Oh, very confident.
Investigators looked at the possibility of the Cook brothers, serial killers in Toledo, but they were ruled out. A possible link to a cartel in Wood County was another lead.
One of the attorneys was representing someone involved in that. Some tips came in that her disappearance had something to do with this, that perhaps she overheard some conversations that she shouldn't have, or she knew something that she shouldn't have.
43 years later, there's no physical evidence, and police have never found her body.
If her body was ever recovered, it may, something at the crime scene, something where the body's buried, would lend itself in helping to solve this crime.
Detective Bill Goodlett with the Toledo Police Department says within the past month, TPD assisted Perrysburg Township Police on a tip linked to Anderson's whereabouts, but the lead never materialized. After decades without answers, police are still working to follow tips to find out what happened to Cynthia Anderson. For this week's Case Files, Christina Williams, 13 Action News. And if you have any information about the disappearance of Cynthia Anderson, you are asked to call or text Crime Stopper. That number is 419-255-1111. You could be eligible for a cash reward. And if you have an unsolved case that needs attention, email me, casefiles@13abc.com.